Hello all and welcome to another Caffeinated Entertainment video. It's Art here with a special video. It's a response video to Spread Book Joy's question of, do I read too much? And it's more, from what I gather from watching her video, it's more of an existential question, in that we only have like 4,000 or 400,000 hours on this earth, or whatever it is, if we live till we're 80. And how do we spend our time? Do we read too much? Now, I would say I tackle this problem differently, because I thought about this a long time ago. I thought about this in my teen years, actually, of how much reading could I do while still enjoying other things I like to do. Hang on while I adjust real quick. I'm gonna keep talking just so that we can keep on rolling, but there we go. But it's all about how much time do I want to spend reading, and do I spend too much time reading. Now, with the Booktube channel, or with this YouTube channel, which does review a metric ton of books, like that's what this channel was built off of, that will still stay a staple to this channel. We're in the throes of March Mystery Madness right now, for example. I will say this, that I have learned that I spend part of my morning reading, part of my evening reading, and sometimes when the weather is nice outside, I'll spend part of my day outside reading. There are certain days, like on Sundays, where I may read for a longer period of time, because that's my day of relaxation, and sometimes I choose to read on those days for relaxation. But I have also found that I can transfer some of the books into audiobooks, and so therefore when I'm putting away my laundry, or if I'm cleaning something, or if I'm rendering videos, or if I'm playing baseball, and because after 2 or 3 weeks of playing baseball, I don't listen to the music or the commentary anymore whatsoever, so then I listen to audiobooks. So therefore I'm still getting through content and still reading on my Kindle, because I'll listen on my strolls down to the library, down and back. I'll listen when I'm working out. I'll listen when I'm playing games. So I do all this to maximize every minute of my day with something that I want to do, or something that will take the doldrum, the mundaneness out of a task that I'm doing, and stimulate my mind by reading any number of books. Like right now I'm listening to and reading Homecoming by Kate Morton, which is of course the book club book pick from March 2024. But I'm still reading and listening to books, so I'm consuming more books. Now, do I think that Booktube has me consume more books? Probably a little bit more than I normally would, but that's only because I watch a lot of Booktube channels, and it's like I want to read that book too, so I find the time to read the book. I think it was I want to say it was Ralph Waldo Emerson that said, when we buy books, we think we're buying the time to read them too. And that quote always stuck out to me, because it's like, you buy books and you think you're buying the time to read it. You got to make the time to read it. There's only 24 hours in each day, and when you consider that I'll take myself for example. I sleep for between 6 to 7 hours a night, which is what my sleeping rhythm sees as the optimal sleeping time. I'm on the lower end of the 8-hour sleep spectrum. I get about 6 to 7, Sometimes I'll get 8 if I'm really tired. But you got to look at it as that's still roughly a third of the hours of the day. If we break up the day into 3 8-hour chunks, I'm still asleep for almost 1/3 of the day. You know, a lot of people are asleep for almost 1/3 of the day. Then you got to pay bills. Sometimes I listen to an audiobook when I pay bills too, just to put myself in a happier mood. So there's things you can do to squeeze out every second of the day. You may not be able to put a book in your hand, but you can listen. Like a lot of the time, if I'm not talking with my friends at the bookstore, I'll listen to an audiobook at the bookstore because I'm shopping for books and my mind is reading books. It puts me in that let's pick our next read kind of function area. So that becomes very important. So what I would say is, to answer the question, do I read too much? No. I would say I read exactly how much I want to, because I never pressure myself to read. Even though I set GoodReads goals and I set Kindle reading goals, I've never felt the pressure. They're just something that if I achieve them, great. It's a feather in my cap. If I don't, I still read. Because you have to realize that most of, at least America, doesn't read but maybe one book. A lot of them don't read any books at all throughout the year. So if you read even one book a year, you're still reading more than the average American, unfortunately. Because your average Americans haven't prioritized reading. I do think there's a lot to gain from reading. I know I learned a lot of, and I'm still learning a lot of financial well-being and self-improvement stuff. I'm still learning a lot of self-improvement stuff. I have learned how to edit better and how to pick things better, and even when I play games, there's a lot of readings in the RPGs I play, so I'm constantly reading. It's a skill I constantly hone. I can read about 2 to 3 books a week, and as you all well know, if you follow me on GoodReads, I'm not good about keeping up with the GoodReads goal thing, but that's just how that goes. But to answer the question, no, I don't read too much. I don't think it's possible. Well, I'm not going to say that. It's possible in one way to read too much. If you were reading in the detriment of wanting to do something else. Like if you're being forced to read other than being in school, because when you're in school, you have to read what you're told to get your, to pass on to the next grade level or get your degree or whatever. But that's what I mean by, unless you're being forced to read certain books, you can never read too much because reading is enjoyment. I know for me, it's difficult for me to travel anywhere because I'm in a chair. I'm in a wheelchair. So for me, reading and video games allow me to escape to places that I would not necessarily go, like say, or that I haven't been yet, like Scotland or Japan or Hawaii or any number of things. So reading can help with that because there's a lot that you can learn about a place. Now, you learn more by being there, I'll grant you, but having a physical disability, I have to keep in mind that the world wasn't built with me in mind. It's slowly changing, and for the better, and I'm glad for that, but it wasn't built with me in mind. It just wasn't. So I have to take that into account. So it's a very nuanced, complex question, and now you see why I wanted to do the response video, because I enjoyed the nuance and enjoyed the complex question. Leave in the comments down below what you think of the complex question. Do you read too much? Is it possible to read too much? Leave that in the comments down below. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading, happy continued reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.